got a message from the work group chat, and I was so confused. I thought for a second that I was supposed to work today. That's not the case.
Hate scares like that, man.
I know, right? It was like, where are all the closers at? And I was like, I don't close tonight. Do I? Do I?
Hope not.
Yeah, I don't.
Go away. Excellent.
Or like big picture mode. Get out of my face.
Right?
So early 2000s, what it is.
Alrighty. Just need to expand the game, and then here we are. Oh. Oh, Spotify. Excellent.
Looks like it's going well. Yes. Oh, no. Okay. That's fine.
I'd argue it's pretty wise. Alrighty then. Now that we can finally get going, hello everyone, and welcome to one of the best beat 'em ups that very few people have played, Fight and Rage. It's an indie beat 'em up that came out of absolutely nowhere, made by two people down in Uruguay who are just huge fans of Capcom and beat 'em ups and fighting games, and they put it all together in this one big passion project back in 2015. And after a few years, they finally got the ability to port it over to Nintendo Switch and I believe Xbox One, so it is now available to most people, even without Steam. If I can show it off here, go into trading mode for a second. You have three characters to choose from. You have Gal, you have Ricardo, your big heavy Mike Hager type, and then you got F. Norris, who is kind of like the guy in this game. If you have ever played Final Fight, you may be familiar with a few things. You got your normal beat 'em up movement, you got a dash up, a dash down, a dash forward, dash back. If you walk into enemies, you grab them. Mash the attack button, you get some jab attacks going. If you jump, because he's Mike Hager, of course you get a jumping pile driver. You got your basic 3-hit combo, your special move, your get off me ability, and then one other special of usually some sort of uppercut or invincible move. And that's usually all there really is to Final Fight. But Final Fight this is not, as these are also lovers of fighting games. There's a lot more you can do here. Such as special cancels that lead into new combos, and you can even do things like jump cancels and get air combos going, allowing for a whole lot more freedom in your combos and combat ability and crowd control compared to most beat 'em ups I've ever played in the past. You also have the command grab forward and command grab backward that you can also combo out of if you're quick enough. So you have plenty of freedom in what you want to do here. Furthermore, if I can start a new game, we can look at our little tutorial here that shows some of the more in-depth mechanics that are available. So this is a very traditional beat 'em up in that you get your 2 lives, you get extra life every 50,000 points or so, and you go through a number of stages until you get to the boss and finish. I'm hoping to today be able to do a 1-credit clear of the thing to show off just a little bit of what decent play looks like.
I believe in you, Marcus. You can do it.
I trust you, Sam. Thank you. Yeah, the thing about your special move and Get Off Me is it needs to recharge, or else next time you spend it, you're going to lose health like most old beat-em-ups do. So you can continue your combo to beat an enemy, but you may or may not be hurting yourself to do so. Or you may have to sacrifice some health so you don't get damaged more. Good combo, thank you very much, Gal. Heyo. So I will be doing a run as Ricardo due to he has my favorite skin with this hat, and nothing more. And so we begin. The other fun feature about this game is that it has multiple branching paths that you can choose which levels you'd like to go to. So I could fight these enemies here, or, I believe, I walked too far. Or I could have gone to the left and completely left the battle completely.
These spirits doing.
Max snuck up on me?
Yep, snuck up.
I see. Well, while we have the chance, let me know how well you two come through on stream, because I can't tell.
Oh, is it streaming right now?
Yeah, hi.
Oh,
Welcome to the
hi,
world.
Yes, live. Yes, hello.
Welcome to the chat.
Combos.
Go to Twitch and get bombarded with Call of Duty Modern Warfare chat in a squad stream.
Everyone just jump into the voice chat,
Right?
dropping it in Warzone, and don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
Here we have a badass power-up, I don't even know what it's called, but it enables turbo mode, to where you can just mash your combos out and get them on infinite loop, do infinite Shoryukens if you need to. You get infinite special,
Awesome.
you know, all these dynamic camera angles, I love it. One, two, grab, dash, fun stuff. And Ricardo does not know how to open doors. Mini gauntlet here. The other really cool thing about this is I have not ever played a game like this where the enemies have such distinct combat patterns that you can learn and exploit. And if you have a keen eye and are a big fan of Street Fighter, you'll see that they actually fulfill a stereotype that some characters may. You have characters that wake up with Blanca balls and shock attacks or Shoryukens if you try to approach them. Typical 1v1 stuff being put into a beat-up. Here you may recognize your poison archetype. Calls in for backup now and again. One, two, spin. 1, 2, Shoryuken. Love it, feels good. There should only be one up in stores. I agree. We ain't done. Now where? Oh. This is interesting. Now and again, that fight may drop a knife that I can use in this fight here. So unfortunately, because I did not find a knife in the previous room, I can't do anything but approach him. and thus lost a hostage in the process. There's decisions that can be made at every step of this game. These blue and red rat enemies do a thing where one always goes to the opposite side of you, so you're always surrounded.
That seems accurate.
Body the boss. So, because that hostage got killed, I now go on a different level path. Listen to dialogue and all. It is big furry bison. For this game alone, I decided that the furry community can stay. They've earned it.
Is there there's no voice acting in this game, is there?
There is no voice acting, just some beeps and boops.
Oh, I could have been...
You want to play along? We can do voices.
I'd love to.
Oh no.
You can be Ricardo if you really want to.
I do not want to be Ricardo.
Why not? Things are not that simple. I don't know.
I will say we're coming through kind of quiet on the
I'd-
overall chat,
I'd imagine,
but that's, I mean, we don't have to hammer that out now. I just thought I'd say it.
for sure.
I'm also still technically working, so I will not be doing voices.
I see. So like any good video game, level 2 is a different level, obviously. There is no other way. One other small mechanic that rarely gets used is parries in this game. There is no blocking or anything, so if you press left or right with good timing, you can parry attacks and get all your meter back and take no damage, and it's really nice.
I was about to say that Sonic had a level to be a desert game, but you said good gameplay, so...
Are you specifically doing like a speedrun mode, or does it automatically just give you
Default, it leaves the speedrun clock on just so you can see how well you're doing.
Huh, that's cool.
As this is a game that knows its audience.
Yes, it definitely seems to.
Actually,
Stop is very,
it's
very
so right.
It is.
It's like someone listened to all of that Mike Z Skullgirls commentary and just applied it all to a beat 'em up.
Yeah, they were like that. I'm gonna make.
We're gonna make that. We need that right. Here, if you don't mind, I can turn up the volume a bit, and you may be able to hear my lovely chat members in Discord as well as the game a little better.
See how that goes. I'll check myself.
For sure. We have a new enemy, Bolo. He is the first enemy that can grab you and block, so you have to throw him instead. And enemies exploding like that is a mechanic in this game where if you beat an enemy up past where they're dead, and then land a big hit or special move, they will explode to get more points for it.
Get the knife! Get the knife! Yes!
The knife is terrible, though.
Stab! Stab! Stab!
Yeah. Parry. There you go. Almost got grabbed there.
Ricardo crashing the furry.
Don't worry about it right now. We're still a little quiet, but it is better. I think it's mostly because the game is so loud.
The game is pretty loud. I can
You're coming
adjust
through
the
fine.
individual game audio if I need to, if we want to get a balance going.
No, don't worry about it.
Here we have our first real mini-boss, T-Bison. Does a big ol' like Balrog punch. And has a ton of super armor. You just gotta time it and parry it when it comes up. And I believe he can't be grabbed. Yeah, he'll break out. Let's use that invincibility and super armor. Get the enemy back on trade.
Viewers.
No!
Are you a mod? Channel?
I'm on the level up. So
Okay. I don't think
is that a part of news or no?
and I don't think mods count either. I've been trying to figure out how it calculates it.
Do mods not count as viewers because we're like a part of the thing?
Yeah,
That's
I
okay.
think.
Even mods can follow, and that's what matters.
The look back at the character on the floor. It's like maybe next time. Maybe
They didn't deserve that. This game's mechanics are the epitome of stop, he's already dead. They encourage you to just keep going. Yeah, I think I will just do a small adjustment of all the game's audio.
It was as soon as Sam started doing a voice, wasn't it? That was the impetus.
Just so people come through a little better. Alright, how's that sound?
I deafen myself in Discord and turn the audio back on.
Sure thing.
back into the self-isolation.
Here we have our Blanca Cat stereotype coming in through. If you knock them down and then you stand back out, they will electrify you like he does.
So you're saying when they get knocked down, they get up again?
And nothing's gonna bring me down, or something like that.
Yeah, so that's the right. That's the right.
Yeah, yeah.
That is better, you know.
You can't go wrong with Chumbawamba.
Pretty sure there's one scenario in which you cannot go wrong with Chumbawamba, and then all the other scenarios
You
can
do?
go wrong with Chumbawamba.
I see.
Oh my god, dynamic camera angles.
Jesus, the zoom.
Fighting Rage is a game with dynamic camera angles. It's like you're in a row.
That's right. Never-ending hitboxes. Nice. What's a door anyway?
Does this go up to 2 players at a time?
This goes
Go
up to
higher?
3 players at a time. A la Battletoads. And I gotta say,
Open up Parsec.
I really don't think this game was balanced for 3 players. I tried it with the unlockable mode where you can have the CPU assist and be your player 2 and 3, and it was just decimation. They threw as many enemies at us to make it fair as they could, but it was just a wall of death the entire time. It was amazing.
Parsec will be if we really want to just destroy Marcus's internet.
That's right.
I've tried
parsec it.
parsecing more than one person, and I looked into it enough that I realized it requires 5 megabit per person you're parsecing to.
Jeez.
So
I've never tried that, so maybe I
rip the
won't.
stream.
We'll be
That's
right back with
what-
Parsec and Fiber.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what you want. That fiber.
I would love Fiber.
Part of the down spectrum.
anything, ads are always just here to annoy you. Disrupt your combos and stop what you're doing, not even kill you, just make it so you can't do what you want to. Sweet. Grab a knife as I go into the next boss.
Also, I don't know if it's just me or if it's the Twitch stream, but I'm occasionally getting drops.
Really?
Yeah, it's not for very long. Are you on Wi-Fi?
I'm not, I am fully wired in
Or
here.
lined in?
I am also streaming to Discord, and that could have something to do with it, but I'm trying to keep y'all in live chat.
I mean, it actually seems fine most of the time, and then it'll just, like, cut out for, like, 10
Shock
seconds
you
or
to
something.
bits.
Weird.
Marcus was streaming to Discord and Twitch at the same time the other day, and it was actually perfectly fine for like 3 hours.
Okay. It might just have to do with servers.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And there's the boss with a very prominent, very powerful wake-up attack that you get hit by. You just kind of get stuck in it forever, and it will delete your health bar if you don't use an invincible move out of it. But if you're a boss and parry, you can kind of get advantage on it. Of course, a big part of fighting is being able to read your enemy, so what's to stop me from doing my invincible moves on his wake-up and winning anyway?
I like how they made really nice pixel art, but they're also not afraid to do all the sprite manipulation.
Oh yeah,
So,
all
like,
the
you do
stretching and bouncing.
and
I love it.
And the rotation, yeah.
It's all the
That's a
late
great
Capcom
part.
that they never got to put out, you know?
Exactly.
Exactly.
It's great animation when you can abuse the stretch and the squash
And everything
as
you're
well as the
looking
great
at
pixel art.
is made by absolutely one person down from Uruguay. The other person who worked on this game did all the music. It was just a passion project between the two of them,
That's crazy.
right? I believe his name is Sebastian Garcia. I could be super wrong, and we can see it in the credits later. Because we
It
are
was
going to hit those
Sebastian
credits. It was Sebastian Garcia?
Yes.
Alright, thanks for the secondhand research, I suppose.
Shout out to Sebastian Garcia, hoping that we're somehow all wrong.
So behold, Monkey Phaelong that you cannot jump in on.
On the opening screen.
Okay. Actual number.
Yeah, Jesus.
I'm not doubting your research abilities.
It's how you can recall memory. It literally happened like 20 minutes ago.
You think I can remember 20 minutes ago? That's adorable.
He's already dead.
Yeah, but he's not dead until Mortal Kombat 3 explodes.
How do you pronounce
It
that?
needs more ribcage.
Wolfang? Monkey.
Monk.
Great.
Ramwolf.
Ramwalk.
Monkey. That's probably my favorite enemy name. Yeah, I got the knife. Yeah.
Oh, it's me, Joe Pesci, yeah. Or trying to do Jay Leno, I can't tell. Jay Pesci?
Joe Leno. Joe Leno in his favorite late night show.
Jeez.
You got this kid who's home alone by himself.
Free monkey.
Those just Bruce Lee ass monkeys.
And once I beat the poster here, there will be something cool I can show off that makes the enemy design just that much greater. So, that's a surprise for 20 minutes later, I suppose? Let's see. A
How
typical
many
run
how
of
many
this-
stages are there?
That's up to you. There can be as few as 7 and as many as 11, depending on what routes you take and what choices you make. Hence the speedrun mode as well, kind of optimizing
Yeah.
that. And again, a music change. Terry, so.
Separate.
Aw. one thing I've yet to do is a perfect run of this game. So here I have a choice. I can keep going to the right and finish the level, or I can see what's up there, and I think I will.
Did you hear Max, Marcus?
He said separate?
Yeah,
Yeah,
is parry a separate button, or is it a...
Parry
block?
is pressing left or right at the right time.
Okay,
It's
so
like third strike.
into the attack?
Either direction, even.
Oh, really? Okay.
But, you know, into the attack for intuition needs. After the enemies come back on screen, destroy them. Killing the Butterfree. Butterfree isn't a fly.
I love what the flies have. It's just box flies.
Kinda like, what's that dude's name from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Baxter or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Baxter Stockman?
I think so.
Something like
That
that.
sounds right.
What do I know about TMNT anyhow?
You're right. Baxter Stockman.
Yay! All that time in Turtles in Time paid off, I suppose.
Yep.
Aaron literally just made the same observation.
Great minds think alike, you know.
Everyone coming to the exact same conclusion because shared childhood, even though there is an age difference.
Luckily for me, I had an arcade nearby.
There you go.
Good job, Aaron. Aw. And here, unfortunately, I finally have to play footsies after all this time of destroying enemies. Someone drew a brain. Aw. This is one of the first bosses that really forces you to know how to parry or just abuse your invincibility at the cost of your health, or as long as the fight goes on. Can't even grab her. She is also a reskin of one of the other playable characters, given a couple new moves.
I noticed that.
Excellent. And now that she's defeated, now I can grab her. Or insult to injury. Excellent. No deaths so far. It's pretty well. You want to do voices, Max? Now's the time.
Oh god, I can't. I had too many things to concentrate on.
You can't do a little fox girl? Are you sure? I can.
No, I'm also watching. I'm watching in not real time because I'm actually watching the Twitch stream on silent,
Oh, I see.
but it's, 5 seconds delayed or something.
You will reach El Pison de Buey. Did you know this game came from South America? Who'd have thunk it? I'm honestly super surprised this game got fully published and has multiple languages to choose from and all these great features and quality of life, and all the quality from one person in a place you wouldn't expect, Everyone thinks of great big games coming out of Japan or, Sacramento, or not Sacramento, what's the word, Montreal or what have you. But indies can come from anywhere, and quality comes from the individual. Here we have a couple of Dudley dogs that do back dashes and long punches, fully armored moves. Must be armor with armor. Oh, they died.
Yeah. It is actually dropping more frames now, so I might bow out of the Discord just in case
It may
it's
be
pumping
on
its
your
bandwidth.
end, because OBS usually likes to tip me off when I drop, and it has not
but
yet.
Spin's
Yeah.
also getting it as well as me.
Spin's dropping frames as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
Well, I don't need to be in Discord, but I
Me
will.
neither.
I will.
Then I can kill Discord in 2 seconds.
Marcus can stream by himself.
I'm all alone again.
He's doing fine.
I'm
He's
doing
talking.
okay. And just like that, everyone is gone, and I now have no more further distractions. Get OPS back up for me. and so we can continue. But here we have one of my favorite levels visually. It is the club in which the boss runs everything out of. They just throw this horde of enemies at you and a ton of health to give you the freedom to use this move all you like and spend all the health you need to. Fun, funky music, always like casino stages and games. Got my health. Oh, just coming on screen. As I said before, these monkeys are similar to Fei Long. They have a Rekka multi-punch, they have a big rising kick attack, they have DP. Here we have an intermission. As I throw two enemies that were once bosses at you, as if they're regular enemies now. I expect you to learn how to fight them. Yeah, and another very Capcom thing to do, introduce a big badass, give them their own health bar once, and then say, cool, you'll fight them all the time now. Called progression. It's a game respecting your skill that you learn how to play. Hey. By the way, is the stream quality looking a little better now? Dropping less frames? Maybe they're just killing too much bandwidth. So here we have a choice. I can either go up, or I can fight these two enemies and carry on to the right. I think I'll give that a try to see what's in here. Seems more challenging anyway. Go to you again! Or maybe it's more like a tiger uppercut with the multi-hits. Bison uppercut. It's like she will not cooperate. What can we do with her? I got it! What if we use her as bait in the cage? It'll be amusing. Yeah, but since Adary isn't here, nobody wants to participate. Help me! Oh no. Couldn't do that. Mini bosses becoming normal enemies. That shouldn't last very long. Ouch. Get that health while I still can. Watch your back. No one knows where to split it. So here we have Adary, a kind of a grappler stereotype may resemble Alice from Third Strike or others that you may know. Powerbomb hurts. Ouch. Gotta get him up in the air and get juggles going to get some damage on him. He'll run up and grab you. He has fully armored moves like that dive. Just gotta get these little perks. He'll fly at you, you can parry and get a full punish going. I wonder if there's more health in that arcade machine. There is not. Unfortunate. I don't want to die here. Maybe you jinxed it a bit? Stream doing some death again? Well, I'm doing what I can on my end here. I do have people using the same internet as I, and roommates and whatnot, so it could be something to do with that. But hey, no deaths. So far, so good. I have it on 720 60 FPS instead of 720 30, just because I like how smooth games like this need to come through. Otherwise we'd be skipping a ton of frames just in terms of comparison. Don't be fooled. I'm not another slave. I'm a spy. And I found some information. Apparently, the boss is on an island not too far from here. They call it Death Island. Death Island? Yeah, looks like there's more behind this. We also think the boss isn't working alone. They're hunting all of us in a very methodical way. Mutants don't operate like that. I'm pretty sure they're being manipulated by something even bigger. Then there's no time to waste. Where do we go now? Our mission hasn't ended yet. Thanks for helping me, but I must continue my investigation. That 90s anime girl jaunt, the arms up and all. Story? What story? There is only next level. Mutant Ninja Sans. I dig this one. It's a fun treat at the end of this one. Well, poor Baxter. Daigo I am not, but I tried. Ouch, pain. And here we have Songdu and, what's the other dude's name? Mitchell, apparently. Who's your, Adon stereotype. They have tiger knees and jump in the air to get you in combos and the like. I believe they can even block. Muay Thai characters. And play footsies. Ooh, first death. Most, if not all, characters from in this game have a Capcom counterpart you can poke at for the moveset. And I wouldn't have it any other way. These ninjas here kinda play like Guy from Final Fight. We have the Ryu, which is going to be only throw projectiles and dash out of the way, try to be hard to avoid. Or hard to catch, rather. But I am faster. Oh, no finisher. Here we have my favorite boss fight in the game. Now you'll face the radical power of the Battle Turtles! Not the Battle Toads, not the Ninja Turtles, the Battle Turtles. We've got the same naming conventions and all going on. I love it. Spoon says I'm dropping frames still. Let me know how everyone else is doing. Pretty harmless mode of that. Came back okay. Who knows, man? Going further, I may get better internet for this. Okay, you win. Just please don't steal our super radical surfboards. And what is a good beat 'em up without a surfing level? And some badass music to boot. Round 7, Staining the Ocean. Now that we're here, probably turn up the game just a tad. To hear the amazing music it has to offer. All the more better. That bright light back there would be the sun. As my window faces the sun at all times. Starts to come to a point where I can't even see what I'm doing, and I just hope that I'm pressing the buttons at the right time to combo 4 enemies at once. Keep that combo counter going until it's done. Whoopsie. That's the fun part about video game spin, anything can happen, and it's all logical and justified in its own universe. Big fan of game logic. Explode! While we're here, I'm guessing about my favorite beat 'em up. What are some of your guys'? Like, I'm big fans of what was included in the beat 'em up bundle, like what is it, Metal Warriors and Battle Circuit were some of my favorites that I've played recently. I kind of like any game like this that can be beaten by normal means and not cheesing it. Give you all the tools you need to beat it on one credit. I can turn that just a tad down. I like it. Music deserves to be loud. This is a loud game. Level 8. Death Island. I really do need to check out a Streets of Rage one of these days, as I hear all about it all the time. I just never had the Genesis on hand to play it if and when. Really, the sound effects are too loud. I can adjust that pretty easily. Turn them down lower. While I'm at it, I'll even do that. Coolio. I'm looking forward to trying to get Streets of Rage 4 when it comes out. Just like to see what a Streets of Rage even is. Ouch. Second death of the run. The trouble is, every time I turn my head, there's a new beat 'em up that nobody's playing that I'm interested in. There's Devil's Dare, which is like a roguelike co-op beat 'em up that I talked about a few years ago, and I never got the chance to touch it. There was The Takeover, which came out recently. I think only on Steam so far. There was Fight and Rage I couldn't get my hands on until it came to Switch. I'll be honest, I have a bias towards Skate in Streets of Rage, just to see what he's about. While everyone's all big and burly, can throw other enemies, look like a big macho man, Skate's this child who has roller skates and a backwards cap. I want to see what he's all about. It's one of my favorite sequences in the game because it's just kind of a big, hey, show your work test for the end of the game. Every single enemy you've encountered so far is here, and they're gonna do what they do, and you have to know what to do to deal with them. Or you can ignore them completely by killing them before they can do anything, of course. Big ol' Smash Bros, everyone is here. Oh, not only is all the hit stop prominent, but it also takes place in real time, where you can be stuck in hit stop attacking an enemy and everyone else can freely move, or even fall out of it if you hit multiple enemies at once. Really funny looking. You can be surrounded mid-combo. A well-timed dash can help you carry combos through. Go to them. Free health. Goodies in that barrel. Welcome to the land of explosions, as every time one of your fights falls over, they're set on a timer and they're just a bomb. The land of destroying bitrate. Everybody forgets about Skate. Nobody picked him, from what I heard. Now we'll see what he has going on. Murder everyone off screen, why don't I? And now we have more bosses come back as regular enemies. Though I love these guys' names. They are Steven and what is it? Seagal. Steven and Seagal, big fat cats that don't know martial arts. Interesting. Which one had a kangaroo? Was that also 3? Because that's valid. Oh, we'll talk about that, Max, don't worry. Kind of treat this combo meter like a Devil May Cry style meter and just try to keep going as high as you can. Keeps everything fun. This is the end for you. Here we have What's a Rolento? Blades, this boss you could actually fight earlier in the game if you choose different routes. And this would be a second occurrence if he claims that he's the brother of another character. Granting pathways in new lore depending on what you do. 3 poisons. The almighty Shoryuken knows no bounds. Got him. Whip. 7 lives to spare, not too bad. And here we are on the final level, and it is the longest level in the game. It may as well be 3 levels in one, really, kind of like a Wily Castle type thing. If I can get one place for me, that'd be great. Momentum is real. The cool thing about this being a small indie is I believe on all platforms this game is $20, whether it be Steam, Switch, or Xbox One. So it's not too hard to find or get into, and it's a great time, especially with friends, as this game goes up to 3 players. So I find 2 is a best balance to have, as 3 is unfair to the enemies. It's not even a challenge. It's also great that there are other modes you can go through, despite this game's, 56 endings or something, depending on characters and whatnot for replayability. There's a versus mode, there's time attack, there's stage practice, there's a training mode that teaches you combos and how to play the game. Tons of great stuff. It does everything you need to get you half decent at it and have fun playing it. Style. There is no online, unfortunately. That's what Parsec is for. And in the 2 times I've tried that with a friend, it has worked super well. No delay, and inputs work right, and we're able to play competently. Even do a versus mode together and play okay. But I don't know about 3 people, I just haven't tried it yet. Every fighting game player's worst nightmare are room full of Blankas. Jeez. Oh, that's funny. In here we're gonna encounter a boss you guys have never seen before because I didn't choose the house that he's on. And just a few floors. Again, as a nod to the final fight, what's a good beat 'em up without a good elevator level? Oof. Drop kick. Blanka is a nightmare spin, you're crazy. Unless, of course, you are the Blanka player in question. Yes, no respect for the rules. Oh my god. The most degenerate, belligerent character. He smash and punch because he wants to become invisible. Or invincible. Losing random buttons out of block. He'll fly across the screen without warning. The Goblin is what he is. There he is. This is Red Minotaur, a character we have not seen who is out in the sewers if we save that girl from the first level. And he's got similar looking moves you may see. But luckily he can be thrown. Got him. Indeed. One of the best co-op games I've played in a while. Free health, yeah! That's kind of what I got into them for, I would say. I was never too big a fan of fighting games for many years, just due to maybe not being too good at them, or only being able to play with younger siblings who weren't too good at them, so it wasn't interesting. But beat-em-ups are basically fighting games that are PvE instead of PvP, and if you have cousins or younger siblings or friends, they're a lot more enjoyable playing co-op. Kind of what I like about the genre. The Capcom beat-em-up bundle is impossible to find a public game, but at the same time, I don't even want to because, boy, that netcode. You are playing in slow-mo. Spin, I can't say I'm surprised there's no arcades there just due to there's almost no arcades anywhere. Like, the places where they're biggest might be Southern California, where Round 1s exist, which are big, holding it out to the very end, super cool, retro and modern arcades. They're kind of a dying breed, and that's unfortunate. But hopefully, with people like Sebastian Garcia here making games like this, the legacy of arcade games can live on our home consoles and the like. Game 101, if somebody jumps, anti-air shoryuken. Works every time. Okay. Almost up here. Here we have the final room. 1, 2, 3, 4. Aha. Japantech's killing the arcade market, you say? I can believe that. Then again, have you seen, like, new Japanese arcade machines? About a year ago or so, I checked out around one out a city over, and they have ridiculous-looking cabinets, like, they're multi-cabs, they're Nesca cabs and whatnot. All their music machines are huge and expensive. Checked out a cool game called Gunslinger Stratos, which has, like, a twin-stick shooter, and you put the gun in different positions, like Twin B, to kind of get your different weapons out. It's ridiculous. Full online functionality and membership cards if you need to even play the games. I can understand Japanese arcade machines being super expensive. Not to say I like it, I just get it. Want that health? Come on. Aw. Arcades only show up at, like, conventions at this point in time. That's why I play all my cool retro games, because anytime a con comes up, they'll bring them in. I first tried stuff like House of the Dead, DX, and stuff like that. Wild, wacky games you've never heard of. Finally available to the public. Yeah, we don't need facts to prove anything. That's because we have the power to rule everything. We have 2 adderies to go through here. Well, okay, these ones are a tad easier because they let you grab them, and Ricardo has great, powerful grabs. We gotta jump. There we go. Chariot. 1, 2, 4 Yukon. Got me midair. And that should be it for them. Use attacks here by 10%, you say? There's no winning. Video games are very quickly going to become a very personal, portable, and home-only thing. Carry the bullets, you strong, strong man. Got him. So here we have the boss, the final boss of this game. Doesn't do much besides hop around and send in a bunch of ads and shoot that machine gun. But boy, does it hurt if you get hit by it. Glad you can jump back and do it too. I think the funniest thing about this fight is all the extra enemies you're sending in aren't even a threat. All they really do is make you hit them, and then the hit stop makes you drop your combo, so you can't damage the boss so easily. But no enemy in this game is actually too difficult once you figure out the parry. See? 3. 1, 2, Shoryuken, we ain't done. I will spend all my health to kill this guy. Got him. Stage clear. I believe the gun is another reference to Final Fight and its final boss, that dude in the wheelchair who runs around shooting a harpoon gun or something. All clear. And that is the story mode of Fight and Rage. And for getting a full clear, you get more coins out of it. Not too bad, 44 minutes. What a waste. You could rule the entire world if you wanted. But instead, you chose to fight those damn humans. Don't you realize? You betrayed our own blood! Not all mutants are like you. Mutants and humans can live peacefully. You're an idiot. That's what you think now, but when you least expect it, you will be their slave. If you're not already. Ellipses. I'll ask you one last time. Put an end to all this madness. Surrender now and make peace with humans. Stop this senseless rebellion. And use your influence to make this world better. There is just 1 or 2 other little features I would love to show off before I cut this off and kill the stream. As it'd be cool to show off what else this game has to offer. Like what those coins are for instance. Now you'll die with me. The self-destruct mechanism has been activated. We will all blow up the pieces with his forces. Dead. And Ricardo does not have a running animation, so here he is pressing forward a bunch of times. Yep, just kind of glide away. Finally, it's over? Hey, wait! What are you doing here? It's really impressive how you've beaten the boss all by yourself. However, this was just the tip of the iceberg. What do you mean? I wonder. Have you ever seen a weapon like the one the boss held? Sailor Moon. Just as I thought. They were not working alone. Someone had orchestrated this. Someone who was able to make weapons. I'll continue research on my own. However, it would be very useful to us. Ellipses. Would you join me? Bigger ellipses. Dramatic camera pan. So the endings in this game are fun because depending on what routes you take and who lives or dies or what character you are, dialogue's completely different, lore changes a little bit. You never really know what you're gonna get. Who is behind this all? Looks like the real battle. Dun 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 dun. Had just begun. Ending B, New Adventure. So I hope I could demonstrate why this is one of my favorite and most replayed video games of a while. Just the music is amazing, the buttons and combos just feel good to do. Every character is completely unique. The sprite work is great, and I love all the Capcom references and fighting game mechanics and just how easy this is to get into. I recommend it for everyone, even if you don't even like beat 'em ups, this might get you into it. Sebastian, you did literally everything except the music. I have a few hours in this game, I'll admit, Sven. And you supported the game. And just like that, after credits roll, we go back to start. So say thank you to Sebastian Garcia and his homie over here, Gonzalo Varela. So now that we have all these coins, I'll show off what's going on with those. We can go down to extras, and we have a full-on shop here, where you can go around, you can buy the enemy characters to be playable in the other modes, as well as pick up costumes and pick up extra modes such as training mode and stage practice, score attack, and it all fills out. So the more you play, the more you earn. Even if you have trouble with the game, you got easy mode and the like, or hard mode. And I'm also quite keen on the shopkeeper here, she's great. Just keep character design there. So next I'll show off score attack, why not? You already know our crew of Gal and F. Norris. But what about the jobbers? What can they do? I'll show off Monkey here. So they have full movesets, but they're completely limited. Like, that's what you get from mashing jab with this guy. He has a jump attack, and only the one. He has a special, and then he has his super, which is a big, long, continuous kick. This enemy lacks throws and doesn't have anything too in-depth like that. So you have to figure out the limits of your character, how best to combo with them, and then how to get most enemies to explode to get your score up as quick as you can, for ranking at the end. You can try and cheese and do late jump-in attacks and get stuff going. This kick doesn't stop. You can also take all of these enemy characters and jump into a 1v1 versus mode that gets a proper fighting game health bar and everything. But of course, any universal mechanics are still available. If I can do one, I still have parries available to me to refill my super meter and whatnot. It's a fun extra challenge. I think it's really cool that such a small indie team of one guy decided, yeah, my characters are well developed enough to make them playable, why not? That is confidence, that is faith in your game. The neat thing, every single ending in this game is kind of left open-ended, implying that there's more to it. There's not been word of a sequel, and it could just be Stinger for the sake of being a Stinger. But I'm definitely looking forward to whatever else this developer has to put out, because it's quality right off the bat. This is their first entry that they've ever published. Doesn't even need to be another beat-em-up. I would love to see a rhythm game by this person or something. Oh no, he died. Down goes Monkey. Butterfree is in fact playable. As you call him. I'll quickly show off the versus mode and some of the cheese that can be done in that. Let's pick, let's see, where'd he go? Bolo. And let's fight, say, Baxter here. So if you may recall in-game, Bolo's entire thing is that he has a throw. And that is your move here. You have a punch and a throw. You can go punch, punch. Oh. Throw into super for big damage. Oh, it got parried. Oh my god. And then he has this cheeky thing in the corner where he can just keep throwing into itself forever into a punch and wipe out enemies quickly. But some characters are definitely more interesting to play as than others. Everyone has a whole thing about them.
Round 2, fight.
Wow, parried it again. Big ol' super armored punch. Punch! So if you ever get the chance, absolutely give this game a shot. It's called Fight and Rage, and you can find it on Steam, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. Alright. And with that, I'll be signing off. Thank you for everyone for tuning in. I very much appreciate it, and I look forward to doing more streams of games I'm passionate about and hopefully good at in the future. Have a good one.